Check, baby. All right, we're back. I'm bald again. It's not my young son. And holy crap, Captain Vlad Tepes for 12 months of sub. Thank you so much. My goodness. What format is best? I will tell you. All right, so we are set and ready to rock. I hope you enjoyed my boy last week. I was expecting to jump on camera. There's a lot of things to talk about, but it's kind of old news now with the TOG being banned and stuff. But I want to play just a fun list here that I've been playing for a couple weeks, just on and off when I got some free time, which is very limited anymore. More on that in a little bit. So this is, I call it Infect Deluxe out of pure ego reasons, but probably more accurate to call it in 5-color Infect. How do we get away with this? Well, we've got 8 lands that kind of do the tricks right here, and then we've got 8 helpers that draw cards, and obviously Abundant Growth is the better of the two. So with that, we're usually able to kind of cheat on a lot of mana and still be aggro. It'll hiccup once in a while, but it's a nice little puzzle to try to solve. Excuse me, I've had too much coffee today. Let me catch up on the chat. Hey, hexxen, ruge, AK2, 2K2. All right, everybody's all fired up. Good times, good times. So yeah, I've got 18 basics. Like I said, 8 of them are of the multiple persuasion. I'm going with all 4 Unearths. Doubles as a draw. We've, me and Reckless Charge go way back. I really, really, really love this card. You can just get insta wins. The tempo of Pauper. Nobody expects hasted creatures to come at them, especially when they're like 5/5 infects. We've already got the card draw here. Glistener Elf, kind of a must-have. It kind of serves as a little bit of a body double. Like you put it out there if you've got extra creatures, just because it's our least favorite. I even considered going with all 4 Plague Stingers and only these. Speaking of Plague Stingers, I was about to... at one point I had 4 Seal of Strengths in this. They acted like my protection suite, right? So we've got Apostle's Blessing, and down here we've got Vines of Vastwood. I do like running all 8. I think to not do so is folly. There's just so much removal in the format. You've got to be able to invest 1 mana and save your thing, and that was the logic with Seal of Strength. You could just pitch it, save your dude, at least from Lightning Bolt or something of the red ilk. But anyway, so we've got 4 rankers, obviously. Draw package here: Vines, Ichorclaw, 2 Plague Stingers, 4 Agents, and Apostle's Blessing. So as of like 4 days ago, I think I was running Seal of Strengths here and an extra one here, so I only had 3 Unearths. But I just really like Unearth because of some of the things in our sideboard too, which we'll get to. I've got our old buddy Tethmos, which is, you go up against those kill-all decks. It's a bit of a reach, but we have so many things that affect creatures, we might as well be getting our stuff back. We've got Soul's Fire, which is kind of our answer for fog locks and such, for Weather the Storms. Burn in the Pauper Classic Tuesdays, I've placed, I think, twice in the top 8 with this, which isn't saying much. I mean, you only have to go like 3-2 or so. But this burn just can get there. And so I just wanted to kind of go all in. Speaking of that, got a really flexible answer in Light of Hope, being able to nail Tethmos, gain some life, or get rid of like Pestilence or Journey to Nowhere as the OT. And 4 gut shots because everybody hates fairies, right? Anyway, let me get some of this. Manacost.com. That's a very cool to hear you chime in for the first time, I believe. Anyway, thank you for the comps on the sideboard, and we'll get over here. See, I'm like in job purgatory right now. I have a job. I've got like 1 or 2 other offers, and that's kind of what is going on with this. Let's see if this goes full screen. I thought I had fixed this, but maybe there was some setting that set it off. Well, I guess we're just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Let's get this nice and pretty right about there. Okay, boop. Yes. Goober the Red in the house. And no mana. We'll mulligan this. And we'll mulligan this. Hey, it knows I'm on a stream, don't it? Cooper the Red. He's about to get the win if we draw like this anymore. Good grief. Yuck. My God. I don't think I can keep this either. We don't have any colored sources. It's like a worst case scenario. When have you heard that before, right? Alrighty. I'm going to mulligan again. First, I think the most I've ever mulled is 2 with this list. Right out of the gates. Just crunch. Mulligan. Keep. How many we got to put back? 4. Oh my goodness. Well, we got a colored source. I'll get rid of this. Get rid of this. I really want to keep this dude out. Oh my God. 2 more cards. Yeah, I guess we just got to keep our mana right, I guess. You know what? Good God, this is brutal. Yeah, I guess we get rid of Reckless Charge. This is so bad. we win this one, it'll be amazing. Alrighty, well. It's incredibly frustrating that seems to almost happen every like first game of a stream. Like I've been dorking with this since Astrolabe was around, and usually have some pretty fun outings, but my goodness, not today. That Glistener Elf goes away. I think we'll just scoop and try to keep this show a little more entertaining. Well, we can put him back because we got to have some sort of a threat, Dreamer Stango. Otherwise, we're just land go. And let's see. We better draw something good. The threat of a reckless charge is always a thing, and we've got that option too. I don't think I want to pull that off. I'll just try to stay on board here. We'll keep this in our hand in case we do draw something more relevant. Hate to use that as the target, but whatever. We'll go from there. Boop-a-doo. Yeah, so job front, the gig that I took is just taking on all kinds of new parameters, and it's getting a little frustrating because it's not so much about editing. It feels like bookkeeping, and then the topic is really fluffy crap I don't really care about. And so out of my past, somebody came forward, and there's a pretty good job on the table, but it's not like a permanent thing. It could go away in a year or so. So I've just been losing lots of sleep. Like, what should I do? I'm at a crossroads, in other words. So if I maybe, that opening hand said it all. That's kind of how this last week has been. Jund. Hey, it's Hubflower. How are you doing? I swore it says you're a first-time viewer. I swear I've said your name before, but maybe I've just played you online or something. So anyway, enough personal mumbo jumbo. Let's get this show on the road. Woo! The deck doesn't want to die. I think we're going to. We're going to. You know what? I'm going to run into this because I want that to be a 2/2 so that my Myr can get through to it. Just make them think we got a trick. We might get a free little intel here. Nope. And Mutagenic Growth, another one of those cards, comes and goes quite a bit in and out of the list. But in reality, with 1/1s all over the place, it doesn't save them from Bolt and company. So in Reckless Charge, what a card. What a card. Comes back to. All right. We better draw something good or it's time to say goodnight. Watch, we have another opener like that. That was brutal. I think it's been over, other than just playful games where you're like, test drawing stuff. It has been a eternity since I've had to mull 4 cards. But that will happen when you get greedy. That is very true, Nim Chimpskey. I anger my son when I talk about that being like the mental misstep in Pauper. He's like, that's nowhere near the power level, Dad. And I'm like, I didn't say that. Listen to my words carefully. There's actually a Pauper scene at the store, another store that we started attending and having a lot of fun there. So once all this mask crap goes away, I might actually start a little thing there. All right, we're just going to go to game 2 here, guys. That was a mold of 4. Jund. Pop. Lots of removal. Come on. All right. Bring in the Tethmos. Don't think we'll need that. Don't think we'll need that. And I don't think we'll need any of this stuff. So I just think 2 Tethmos. Try to get all our dudes back. Let's see here. We didn't see too much targeted removal. I think I'm going to lose 1 blessing and an Unbridled Growth. Just going to go like that. Keep things nice and simple. A lot of sweeping removal. Got to be on the lookout for Cannonade, right? Rouse, Invigorate, yes. Let's try this. I should have brought the whole coffee pot in here today, boy. Why is this doing this? It's very strange. Each game gonna... This is a first. Never had to do this multiple times. It's weird. Yep. Let's open up the yard here. All right, well, similar hand, but now I don't have anything. We do have 2 draw cards, and our mana's just right. Let's go for it. I'll keep. I'm going to do this in Attorney Realm, but I got 2 draw cards. Oh, my Stumpy Wire, I've been better. I mean, I'm doing fine health-wise and happy to be with you all today and stuff, but my mind's in 10,000 places career-wise right now, so I just, you know, it's one of those things I wish I could just shake a magic 8-ball and see where I'm going to be in a month and then be able to relax and know what's going on a little bit clearer, but... Yeah, Rouse is awfully cool. If you're ever in a deck building mood, which is for me Monday through Sunday, you want to type in the words rather than and set your list to be all whatever, all like if you have 0 of this card, you want to make sure it's not just that. So we can play a little reckless here. This is why I really like having access to both Tethmos and Unearth. Because it's that free to rest thing I'm always talking about. Cosmo, you know, they're kind of probably try to go all out to kill this thing. So if they don't, you kind of know that they don't have it. If they wait till our turn, that's a big no-no. And we've got that. We'll probably wait on Tethmos here. Pull the Unearth play and sit behind you-know-who. All right, well, we'll play this for black. Might as well. This is normally how these lists, I mean, this deck goes, but... And we'll throw this on here. That's also a really fun thing, too, with Tethmos is when you get back Rancor. Certain times, you know, you just have this kind of target that keeps coming. It ain't. Oh, cost less. Interesting. All right. Well, we lose that, but we get Rancor back. Let's see what we're going to get. I got to wait at least one more go for that. All right. Well, let's do this again. But first, let's get our mana right. I always like to put this on here because eventually you trip Cave of Temptation for those 2 counters. It's always a lot of fun. Hey, look at that. We've got some guys to get in the way of things. Should we leave that alone or should we go for it? I'm going to go get it. We'll cast it on here. Boop. And it's back. Now with backup plan. Note to self, game 3, if we get there, probably keep the blessing over the last vines, or the 1 vines. Might be more relevant. Can't always kick vines. Scenarios like this, if Cannonade does show up. 5-color Infect. Talk about magic clickbait. People go, huh? Only if it wins, baby. Yeah, it's an exciting list. You have so many just little come from nowhere victories. Like if you top deck Reckless Charge at any time. In fact, I liked Reckless Charge so much. I even tested a build with 3 Reckless Charge and 3, what are those, Boots of Speed, or the one that we learned from Hexxen Ruge's list with all the equipment and stuff. Because, man, once that's out, just people just don't attack you, and it buys you so much time because they're terrified of that Boots of Speed. That's the one. Yeah. All right, we got a protection suite on board. I'm not going to drop Tethmos yet. I'm going to go like this to here. I wish we could boost it with the other, but I'm probably going to eat a bolt here. 2, 4. This is a strange scenario here. It's already showing quite a few edict effects. Okay, I guess we're good to go there. What do you think? Drop the elf or don't? I think I'm going to. Cannonade will suck, but we'll be able to at least only lose 1 dude. And this way we're edict proof. And blessing with its awesome mana. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Woo! Oh, right. I don't like the looks of that. We'll do this to this to this. Kind of suggests that he doesn't have Cannonade, so that's good news. I'll say red. Nice and slowly. Yeah. There are scenarios, too, though, where Reckless Charge gets you in a bit of trouble, where you want to be pro-red and you can't. Hey, he's got them both. All right. Well, at least we're seeing a showcase of super removal against super tenacity as far as creatures go. Let's see if we can draw land here. That'd be really nice. I still don't want to drop Tethmos into an empty void here. I've got to get a creature back out of the deal. Yeah, it's probably a good call, Captain Vlad Tepes. I think you're right. I probably did top deck that. Now, 2 Unearth's gone. I'm a little more hesitant to block with Tethmos, but I might do it to take down that Crimson Fleet baddie. Oh, come on. Where's our mana? Let's go. Ah. Yeah, mana into maybe like a Reckless Charge for the surprise. We won't be getting a game 3 if our deck doesn't start coughing up some mana here. Uh-oh. That might be all she wrote, folks. And indeed, it probably is. Let me do here. What is the deal with this thing doing this? That is so weird. That's a first. Lightning bolt. I just didn't quite catch what that was. So, I mean, we're going to put out some food here. Bloop. The way this is sitting in the way where my life's at, I think I'm going to just save this with Blessing, but he's probably got a way to just keep bringing that back. And there we go. Might as well try to get 2 cards out of the deal, right? And just do it on upkeep with the flashback, but actually I'm going to block here. He's already got the bolt. No. I'll still try to play for the wind here. Play for the wind? What does that mean? Future does look grim. This be true. I ban a Tog, and yet people still need to save 4 spots for Dust to Dust, right? Well, let's see. Do we have anything here? I sure wish this dude showed up. I've got to kind of go for gold here. I guess we bless. We still can't get there, can we? Yeah. I mean, we could just go like green. Throw this here. He'll flash that back and bolt it. Or bolt in response. I mean, we've got one out here, but yeah. I'll just go through the motions just in case anybody's new. And then he's got the lightning bolt in hand. But you might just point at our face at this rate, right? And there we go. Okay. Knocks us right straight dead. Let's just jump into another one. Hopefully our screen mechanics get along with us. Wonder where our next land was. Not the next card. Not the next one either. Here we go. Create. Now that opened up full screen. Not a pro. That's how I'm feeling right now. Had it all. Yep, sometimes that's the problem with any creature-based strategy. Sometimes you just get burned so bad. We'll keep this. I've got multiple draw outlets here, so it'd be pretty weird to not draw land in like 3 turns or so. So we hit one here, we'll be all good. Come on now. All right. Yeah, Crown of Awe and those permanent effects, I always rather just base it off of Benevolent Blessing, which I did run for a little bit. But in the end, it also shuts off Reckless Charge in a lot of scenarios. So I still prefer just that one answer removal for everything. That darn Ornithopter, I know all too well that can really thwart plans. We don't really have a way of protecting this, but I want to turn on our Angst immediately. Boop. Flag Stinger. Yeah, if I was part of that Pauper committee, I would really. But the only thing I would really stress is maybe a full format reset. What is this? What are we playing against? Of course, you'd almost invariably have to just immediately at least nix one of the Tron lands, because then Tron would have every toy in the playbook. But that would be like the only, maybe cranial plating and resist tower. That's it, 2 cards, and then go from there. I think that might be needed about every 5-10 years. Hawdes in the house. Oh man, that has been years, I believe. That's craziness. Well, let's see. Man, do we just try to go all in here? I'll call green on this. Let me see if I can get this through first. What's he got? What's he got? All right. That Ornithopter's not going anywhere. Let's get a little greedy here. Sure, let's do it here. Just got an answer now. That would really suck because we don't have access to green with the vines until that happens. I think I'm going to just keep up vines, guys. We'll go for the kill next turn. Not the greatest move either. That's not green, and it's not going to work. Funny how you play this deck for about 2 or 3 weeks, you'll see somebody make that move. Oh, thank you, Hawdes. No, that's fine. I have relinquished the hope that this channel will explode and do all these, big time things and such. So just here to have fun and explore with everybody and try to keep things creative. That's all. Yeah, that was a pretty big punt for sure. I would like to switch. No offense to our opponent here, but it would have been nice to have that mulligan 4 hand against somebody that has a little bit of breathing room here. Would have made for a better matchup, and then maybe had this hand against Cooper. But what you gonna do? Uh-oh, that's what they're gonna do. Wonk wonk. Strange combination. All right. That's exactly what I needed. Well, I'm just going to try to bait him here. I can only trip that once at present. Then I'll get rid of 2 blocking damage if he wants to go that route. All right, well, here we go. Attack. All right. I cannot use that growth because I've got to keep double green up for the vines here. Yeah, I threw those 2 stingers into the mix on a whim and really like the results. Yeah, you play it long enough, you really start not liking to see Glistener Elf other than just removal bait. Like, here, Edict, eat this. Obviously, turn 1, epic. Heavy forest draw with vines and like Rancor. That's usually a good game, and it can still resemble the original Infect lists and have those explosive draws, but it's just a lot more fun, I tell you. Oh, thank you for that, Stompy Wire. Appreciate it. Was it really? Wow, Shiraz with the goods. Well, I'm going to let him have that. Yeah, I could play cute and Vines, and then he still gets his way. I like where their mind's at. Thopter, the rats, the protection suite. Phyrexian influence. Oh, tell me about it, Dreamer Stango. I just looked the other day and I saw that white saga, and Pauper's going to get those saga cards, which always aesthetically look amazing. And I was like, wow, they're kind of helping white out here a little bit. Well, I don't have to do anything here. We just attack and hopefully go from there. He's got to commit here. We'll see if he does it in steps. If he does, we'll be in trouble. Blessing on rats. I'll see if I can get away with this. Probably not. Where's my Apostle's Blessing when I need it, right? Yep. Well, for the misplays they did do, at least they know that trick, right? Bonk, bonk. Now we really got to wait for Reckless Charge to show up and just kind of do a surprise win. Got him in range, that's for sure. We can get our mana right at least. Nice play. Glad they redeemed their previous little punts there. So. Thanks a lot, Apostle's Blessing. Where were you last turn? This is normally where you absolutely scoop with an Infect list, but with access to Reckless Charge, we have hope. And Cave, you know, we can trip that, get out of a little bit of range, but... Yeah, Blessing on Rats is, when it works, can be pretty brutal. I thought this was a shoo-in, and now we're getting in a little bit of trouble. Maybe I should have Vines that thing. It does kind of auto-wipe our board, right? I played Benevolent Blessing in this list quite a bit, too. Tap out, sucker. Keep attacking with that rat. Diamo. Okay. What they're grabbing now? Benevolent Blessing. Just kind of going all in with that. Make everything pro-black, right? Why not? Everybody's just waiting for the Reckless Charge. Oh, Hawdes, I've been a little out of the tourney scene with, I've just been working like a dog lately, so play for fun in the evenings and such, and tinker around, look over deck lists and stuff. Doesn't seem to have had that big of an effect yet. It's very interesting with the Prism ban. I could see the logic behind that. It's like pulling teeth. They just gotta, I'll still, you know, kind of stay out of the scene until something with those flicker loops happens, and, you know, broken mana, not just Tron, you know, you gotta factor in that Familiars is just going to be right behind it if you do get rid of one of the Tron lands. So I think you either got to do a lot, or, like I said earlier, just reset the format. Start from scratch. Maybe it'll self-correct. Probably not. We all know. Tron will end up getting all the massive toys and be able to do everything. Oh, please tap out. Well, at least it's a land. Extra mana is good here. There do seem to be a nice amount of silver bullets for almost every list out there, but well, I got to put something down. We'll throw this dude out. I sure wish Apostle's Blessing didn't say you control. I could throw it on that rat. Too bad Vines won't work either that way, right? It's just a sacrificial lamb here. Here, we'll just not pay the life. Wait a minute, we can't do that. I just talked about that. I don't think it's worth losing that for. I'm just going to wait for the charge play here, guys. If it shows up. Otherwise, we're going to game 2. I'm going to go to game 2 regardless. It's getting tricky with the tapping. I better start reading what this is all about. Rip. X is 1. Yeah, right. Let's try to save one guy, right? I mean, get him to maybe tap out a little bit more if we do draw a reckless charge here. Let's try it again. I'm feeling antsy. Come on. There we go. Don't try this at home, kids. Don't do this. As we yield through this turn. I'll probably put the L down preemptively unless we get really, really lucky. This is just to try to make him tap more resources, but in hopes that he taps out. That's really our only out here. Is my face says it all. Won't. Oh, I know. I'm just, like I said, just trying to play to my outs. Maybe now if he casts something to put us to bed a little sooner. Who knows what that is? Maybe a Guardian? Nope. I was hoping for it to be a Guardian and then only have one resource to fight through. All right, let's draw. All right, game 2. Just kill us on upkeep there. This is Orzhov. Yeah, red and black removal in the first game and a Crypt Rat. Not the best thing you can see with access to that, but it's all good. All right, I'm going to lose a Rancor, an Unbridled Growth, and I think I want to bring in some gut shots. I'm going to lose this to this to this, and I think 1 Tethmos. We'll give that a go. Hiya! Light of Hope. So flexible. That's another good thing to build around when things say, choose one. It's like, hey, it's Christmas. Good times. I'm so glad I did the show today, even though I haven't had a W yet, but it's definitely lifting my spirits. I've just been brooding about my professional situation and probably no fun to live with right at the moment. Yes. As I read that 9 times. Okay, we have enough mana to be powerful. We'll keep this. It's an honest hand. Kill this for screen real estate. Opponent's name, the official. Why do I need such a long name? Seal of approval. Yeah, it's in the top probably 5 things I would do if I could go back in time with regards to just Magic Online, is come up with a more catchy moniker. But I had no idea where this journey would take me, as we all do. People getting quite a kick out of my son Aaron hosting the show last week. I had some pretty funny comments and just the give and go. He's still, I was just giving him a hard time. I told him before, I was like, okay, now, when you hosted a while back, you sat like you were in a hole. And he goes, I'm not going to do that this time. And if you watch the footage just during the show, his body language just kind of goes like this. Like, yeah, I did it again. Yeah, hawdes, I think it was always viable. It just wasn't figured out quite yet. But the best argument I've always heard against Tron is it just has access to every great thing. And that's the end of it. This guy's just all defense to build up enough time to do the thing. We might as well get stuff online here. We didn't really see fast removal. So maybe Tethmos will be a problem here. I'll probably have to save... actually, I should have... I think I sideboarded a little incorrectly there. I should have probably kept the vines for the rat combo. So that sticks. As cute as it is, it's damn effective against Infect. Alrighty. Just gonna try to go all in here. Rancor. Some great art. Ouch. He's even got that. All right. And we lose Rancor. As much as I like snap, mechanics like that are kind of like the engine that just makes those things go. Speaking of the chat there, sorry. Oh, here we go. All right, cool. We got a nice end of turn play here. We'll do this to this to this. At least have a little bit of fun here. It's like, what? Thank you, Nim Chimpskey. You can tell my head's a little distracted right now. Oh, no. Well, let's try to stop this from happening. At least get our critter back. Guess we'll call black on that, right? Black. Another gut shot? Anyone? Another gut shot. Another vines. We can power that up and get that out of gut shot range too. So let's weaken this while we can, right? And there's enough boost in this. About 3 nights back, I was playing somebody and I had Tethmos out and that's all I had out. And they were just hell-bent on keeping me from my yard. And I just went Novo with Tethmos and won the old-fashioned way. How bad do I want that, though? Oh, I think enough here. Every time I do that, it's funner. Gets more fun. What's the term, huh? Ooh, I kind of would want to savor that one. One crypt right away. We're not going to be able to play. All right, let's try and at least get this dude big here. Hiya! All right, no more gut shots. This is up there with like Brute Squad as far as a fun deck to play. When you're not doing so hot or whatever, it's just like good times. Yeah, Ichorclaw, boy, when that thing gets going, it is brutal. It's like, oh, for another vines. Yeah, I don't know if that bringing in that one card just for the combos good, because we've already got access to Vines. I'd rather just have that gut shot because it's always on, you know what I mean? I mean, I'd have to have the enchantment land and everything. Paladin 19, good to see you. Thank you, and hello back at you, my friend. All right. Cool. All right, I'm feeling a lot better now. Let's do this. I can at least gut shot my own priest. There's that too, but when you have this much flexibility in mana, it's great, but in the end, a lot of times, good old Phyrexian mana is the way to go. Yeah, I'm going to drop the Plague Stinger. All right. Yeah, maybe I can hit up the chat for some wisdom career-wise, because, like I said, right now I've got 2 good job offers. I'm in one. The other one's offering me one. The new one might not last that long. I mean, it's at least a year, but it'd be doing something I like. And it's pure remote, which I can't say enough about. It's so cool to just be able to work from home, and yet the other job is there's always this overhang of like, it's about time to make those horrible drives again, you know, all the way down. And what did I take out? What did I take in? Man, Tethmos was king there, wasn't he? So much so I think I'm going to go a little bit more all in here. I'll lose 1 blessing and 1 Unearth. We've got the 3 gut shots. I'll bring in 1 of these just because we'll at least have an out if it does slip through the cracks, but all right, I'll bring in another. We'll bring in 2. See how this goes. I'm going to lose 1 more blessing for a gut shot. So now we've got quite a few answers. We've got all our vines in there. Alrighty. I mean, I'm leaning on colors, and I did take those out. Let me do this. I don't like how many. Losing 1 of those is fine. 2 might be a bit steep. Let's try this. So one thing Squadron Hawk has taught me is that a bird in the hand is worth 3 in the deck. That sounds like something Pauper Tim would have a little quip at. Well, we've got a lot of creatures, and we do have draw, so I'll keep this. It's a bit of a risky one, but we'll keep. We are on the draw, too. I think I've said that before. Paladin 19. Working from home is great. I do have travel, but it's client facilities. Go with what you enjoy and give you the best rewards. Yeah, I got a little too much Boy Scout in me sometimes where I don't want to let people down, or... I mean, the one I've currently got would be great if it was permanently from home, even though the topic kind of stinks. I'm doing a lot of like entertainment fluff, and if you know me, I just, anything to do with like Kardashians or whatever, I'm just like, oh my God, can we please get rid of these kind of people and focus on like good scientists or people that are doing something or have some talent. We've got the Conquistador, speaking of hawkish effects, Hexxen Rouge. Oh no, Ichiyum, I think 18's the sweet spot. You want to be able to, I mean, that's why we lost with Tethmos in hand, because we wanted to get to that 4th land, and, you know, with like kicked, what do you call, well, let's just get out an unblockable dude, huh? Kicked vines and such, and you always want to have mana up to protect your guys. No, I am not keeping up with them. I tell you, sometimes it hurts to have to try to do a good edit with that as your topic. I'm not going to lie. But the base problem is, I mean, my main gripe with the new job is that there's just so much that isn't editing, yet it was sold as like, you know, just a solid editing position. So I don't know. I've got that other gig in the wings too. If I ever, oh boy, that's not good. Wanted that, to come back, but that's just kind of, here and there work. And then, there's a whole union thing, and I just paid the fees for that, which was no joke. So, just in a state of unrest is all. Sorry, I'll try to change the topic. All right, we've got an active rat. What's wrong with that? Well, a lot when this happens. Unearth's not looking too good right now. I'm going to try to get in for some damage. And then I'm just going to cycle it. I think it's worth more as a card draw right now. I really hope to find something that's okay. We do need land. God, I wish I had a gut shot. They've got it. We don't. This dude's all defense all the time. Sure does wonders against us. Strange, the peat bog, I guess, for surprise activations. Yay! Thank you, Nim Chimpskey. Bok, bok. Let's click real slowly here. Destroy that. Bonk. He's hellbent, so I can go a little wee bit crazy here. Let's just get a sacrificial lamb out. I was hoping he'd attack with the rat. Enough. Alrighty. Let's get some boys knocked down a few notches. We've got time once God, we just have, I just realized our entire hand is creatures. This is nuts. It seems every time I have Tethmos, I'm stuck at 3. That presents a problem. In the early days, Nim, it was Bodyguard was probably my most played card. I was really into White Weenie when I first got into Pauper so many moons ago. Well, we've got access to that now. Can we force him to trip? Let's attack. Yeah. This is true. Do I want to kill that in one swing? No, I'll just keep back. These games are supposed to be fast. I'm playing Infect. These are uh-oh, here comes Pauper Tim. You can just hear the wind up. Oh yeah, Ivory Giant. Oh, I thought you were going off with puns. Yep, Ivory Giants. When Ephemerate was printed, I was like, that seemed like it was kind of a cool combination. We're not doing too hot here. Let's kick these guys down a few notches. I'm gonna go for it. Hey, does Vines work on Bodyguard? He throws it to the rat. Some of my rules knowledge. Knight of Cersei, I remember that one. Because it is an ability. It shows you where my head's at. I normally would just be like, I got this. Alright, I'm going to lose a few cards here, but I'm going to, I guess we'll find out. Doesn't help when you're a little dyslexic sometimes. Memories of words or the way things are phrased, you just read them differently. That's another thing that's been getting in my way, boy. Since so much of this is like, or my new gig has been like all these other things and a lot of texting and reading and doing all these things. Boy, it's just really showcased. It's definitely a disability. It seems like too strong of a word for the little amount that I suffer from, but it sure has shown up a lot. Boink. And they all go home. I think that was... Get rid of the problem. Even Riftwatcher. Yeah, that's still around once in a while. Got rid of one rat, one blessing. Here comes some more guys. And we just have creatures for days. Well, I gotta lean on that agent, otherwise it's gonna have just too much time to find stuff. And there it is again. Damn rat. The bane of almost anything that walks. The blessing is out. Okay. Well, that's a pretty good draw. I mean, we'll put out our dude. 4th land, please. Tethmos. Really nice. Not that we can do too much, but we can at least keep the Crypt Rat combo from doing more than just nuclear damage. Or less than nuclear damage. What am I trying to say? Booyah! And again, we say no. Cast do this and go. I had those in this for a while, Mask of Law and Grace, but again, every time I would play that, just like Tethmos is mocking us right now with that, or our land is mocking us, that would happen with like Reckless Charge, when I'm like, Protection Red, go for the... Oh, I can't Reckless Charge my guy. Did not see this going this long, my goodness. I guess we'll put this on here. I'm just going to play this too. We just have so many creatures waiting for a land to show up, and then we'll have a nice little... Got to be a little careful, though. Maybe shouldn't have dropped that agent, because we did see Bog in game 1, so... It's hell-bent. Going for it, eh? All right. Protection from black. Let's see if we draw a gut shot. Nope. Yield. Yeah, got us, copper. But we're that much closer to maybe a land. Land. Yay! Thank you, sir. Can I have another? Of course. Oops. It's not really doing us much good, is it? Yeah, Benevolent Unicorn. That, man, that used to be the card. I remember those things were way back, too. There was a time when those were like $5 each. Got it again. I think we're going to start off pretty badly today, guys. This is not good. From black and red. Well, we got a white creature. Maybe we go all in with that. Crunch. Come on. Gut shot. Or the other thing. Hey. I think I might want to keep that. Play Tethmos here. He wipes again. If I cycle Unearth, I can still... no, I can't. Let's see. I'm going to cycle this Unearth. See what I get. Something good. We still have some options. 2 Unearths down. Hey. Let's play this dude out. And it's just going to eat the yard, but technically it can block. But when you play your outs and it ends up working, you always feel like, a little vitamin boost, right? Bonk. Oh boy, somebody decided to... Sounds like they're roofing the place next door. It's the only problem with doing a show on a Saturday. Anybody with their little pet projects in town is busting up the saws and banging on things. Hey, 1, 2. What are we at? We're just dead next turn if he activates this one. Yep. I don't think there's many ways out of this. I guess we just do this. Looks like we're starting off pretty weak. We got that middle one, but Pro Black Crypt Rat's a bit much. We need to draw one of our threats and we don't have enough time to do it. Well, good for not a pro. That's what I feel like right now. Yeah, crunch. The other cool thing, though, is I'll give it to him here. Just jump in at number 3. Actually, I feel like some coffee. I'll be right back, guys. Get a little boost here. Be back in a bit.
What was that?
Ba 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 boo.
Where's that singing coming from?
It's coming from me. Ba 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 boo.
My God, is anyone say it's a ghost?
That's right, Junior. The name's Artie Kendall. I sang in this studio back in the late 1930s.
1930s, that's right. This used to be a radio studio back in the day. You sang on the old NBC radio show?
I sure did. Wrote all my own songs, too. Of course, no one today would want to hear my silly old song.
We'd love to hear him. Wouldn't we like to hear his songs, folks? A ghost comes by from the 30s. You got to hear his songs. Go ahead, yeah.
Okay, folks, here's a little tune I wrote at the height of the Depression. Times were pretty tough, and I wrote this song for all the out-of-work hobos out there. Oh, I've heard that lots of hobos live in caves, and they're spreading across this land of ours in waves. They're riding on the rails, we should throw 'em all in jails, or round 'em up and make 'em all our slaves.
Oh my God, wait a minute, that's horrible. That's a horrible song.
Didn't care for the melody, eh, Junior?
The melody was fine. It was actually kind of catchy, but the lyrics are terrible. They're insane.
Well, let's change the subject then. How about a sweet little song I used to sing for all the ladies?
Well, that sounds nice. Okay, sure.
All right, here you go. Oh, women shouldn't be allowed to talk. We should seal their lips with strong adhesive caulk. And if they try to write things down, we should drag 'em out of town and anesthetize their legs so they can't walk.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm sorry, that...
And we're back. Got some more coffee. Let's get some more wins. All right. Yeah, that writer for Conan was so good. He wrote most of those skits too, the one that was actually doing the singing. Forget his name offhand, but always, man, every time he would come on, it was worth a laugh. He's just awesome. Yep, Dreamstalker. You guys ever come across footage like that? You don't even have to come up with the name or whatever. If there's something that makes you laugh and it's nice, short, and sweet, I'll with Magic's lore, I'll be able to find some way to make it fit. My son found that rat from last week that howls at the moon, and so obviously we went with Howl from Beyond, and that one was the Dreamstalker. So, yes. Okay. Normally, if I had a green land, I would probably keep this, but we're going to mulligan this. And we'll keep this. We're probably going to need that. I'm going to actually get rid of vines and rock like this. I really like the play. You'll see it today, hopefully. Crumbling Vestige into one of the enchant lands. Pretty cool move. And this artwork. Woo-wee. Couple more cents to get this one instead of the other. Awesome. Yep. Yeah, he wrote for... I was getting into Conan's podcast for a while, and then it just... God, it's just so littered with ads now, and I don't know. Hey, our stuff might not die immediately. We're going up against elves, it looks like. That blessing's going to be ginormous. You know, we could wait on this, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna play this up. So we can get it back with Unearth, or we can make it ginormous with Reckless Charge. We shall see. Yeah, a lot of podcasts do run that timeline, lifespan, whatever you want to call it. It starts off really strong, and the more successful they get, it just starts getting just littered with ads, and gets a wee bit hard. All right, let's see what we can do here. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Maybe we just charge right into it. Not even pro Reddit, just to try to get rid of a creature. That might be funny. Got us help our... Let me cycle here before I even drop a land here. We lost that one, Shiraz. Okay, cool. Alrighty. I'll save the fireworks for next game. Let's do this. We'll just get our mana right. We'll say green. Boop. And we'll put the growth right on it. Draw a card. Look at that. We drew 3 cards that turn. And Infect, what? Yeah, we got a neighbor that's really into building things, and so way in the distance, you hear these saws and such. Weekend warrior types. My wife's turning into one of those. She's obsessed with camping, which is fun. It's actually quite the benefit, because when we do go camping, she's thought everything through. There's so many YouTube videos and this, that, and redone this and worked on that. It just gets daunting how many trinkets and gadgets she's got. It's crazy. Here comes a Sylvan Ranger. Timberwatch. Strange. That's a really good card to draw right now. Throw this on here. Odds. Hey, I can't really complain about this draw. Yeah, we can do it next turn too. Let's just try to go for it here. We'll call red on this, and we'll be able to flash it back next turn. And then I'll just make this, I'll just pay for this because our life might be precarious. Boop, boop. And we'll say green. Hiya! If you look closely, we can do that same move again next turn. Reckless Charge flashes back for 3. So, but they might be able to go Nova and just kill us here. It's funny you say that, Hawdes, after, working at home and stuff and being always editing. At the end of the day, I do force myself. We live near a bunch of parks, and I go out and just walk for walk's sake, or really into throwing aerobie frisbees with my boys and just have a good old time. But just, yeah, there's definitely some truth to the human condition, having to not be in four walls and stare at screens all your life, which I'm as guilty of as the next person. Always shocking around the holidays, you know, sometimes it'd be a hypocrite off in the corner playing Magic, but just observing the family, and everybody's just one or two devices each, and TV's on, and it's like, my goodness. Yeah, Ranger would have been the end of the game right there. Well said, Captain. Solidified again on Thursday night with his little group. The whole card. Have a good time with that. Alrighty, well, we got to be real careful where we click here, because don't want to make it pro-green and have our Rancor fall off, so we'll put Reckless Charge on this. Or he could have dropped Birch Lore and done the thing. You know, morph it, and then he can block it. That would suck. We'll go like this to here, this, and here. Just call green, and attack for the win. Unless they've got Gut Shot main. Welcome aboard. Hey, Stars57, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that greatly, my friend. All distractions are greatly welcomed today to my life. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum. That darn song. Sub-hype. Mtmentat. Oh my god, what did I miss? I'm so... You're right, Mtmentat. I was like, I got this. Oops. Well, erase that W. I'll replace it with an L. Yeah, we're just dead next turn. Wonk. God. I got to get my life situations figured out. I shouldn't be driving in this state. Heads in 10,000 people or places. Yeah, I agree with you, Hawdes. That's so true. All right, so we're obviously going to bring these dudes in. And we might need to bring in Soul's Fire. Maybe just... Nah. I'm going to get rid of the Glistener Elves. They are elves, and just about everything on the planet blocks them. And Rancor is not going to do us too many favors. I'll get rid of one just because we're probably going to be calling pro-green, so I don't want to lean on that too much, and we'll just bring in one of these. I like that. Wait, today's going, who cares? Yeah, that's the whole point, AZN 2K2. I wanted to kind of be on autopilot. Unfortunately, a little too much so. One of my, you know, some weeks I'm anxious to show you guys something, and I've got to focus and whatnot, and then there's other weeks I just have to play something that's fun and just kind of get my mind right. But back to what you said, Hawdes, that's so true. Yeah, the other day I was editing so much, and I didn't have my protective glasses on, because all my glasses have that little... I highly recommend, even if they're not prescription, a few of mine aren't, like these. This is the ones I edit with. There's a slight yellow tint to them. Just get them on Amazon. Got the box here somewhere, but anyway, so this is kind of the kind of opening play I like to do. We'll just drop here, and then boom, our mana is just right for the rest of the game. And we got a card draw later, invested. But so yeah, I was editing one of the first full like weeks, and it was like that Friday, and commercials would come on the big screen TV, and if it was white, I was just like, it hurt. I had to, but it's funny, you know, just going and reading a book by Natural Light and stuff heals your eyes up very fast. I was pretty impressed. Terminal glasses. Let's get this party started. We're going to need all the time we can get. Hopefully they don't have gut shots. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, this list, if you want to string it together and plus or minus a few takes, you know. I'm always a fan of the Protection Suite in Apostle's Blessing and Vines, and Unearth to greater or lesser extent. That's how I use Seal of Strength in the past, but A lot of times evasive creatures are the way to go. Maybe one of these days I'll do the crazy move and get rid of, like we're doing for this game, all my 1-drop infect creatures and just go with the quality evasion package of Blighted and the flyer and then the booster. Infect booster. Yeah, that's the one. I can't. Mtmentat keeping me honest. I can't believe I couldn't count to 10. Like I said, I'm glad I'm not on the road today. Yeah, I know. You'd think we're only playing one Reckless Charge, Dreamer Stango. You're right. It's been hiding from us. One of the most intoxicating and fun things to do when you're brewing Magic with Infect is when you run into those games where the person's all about gaining life. Just, oh, there's just such poetry in that. All right, well, we've got some answers here. Let's see what we get. I'm going to call green on this. Whoop. We're going to draw a card. Or not. What is our opponent waiting for? Soulsfire. That's nice. Alrighty. I'll say green here too. Green. Obviously we're going to put Rancor here. And we'll Abundant Growth the other one. Goblins is always a thing, I think. Well, we'll put it here. Keep a green open. All right. I might need your help counting to 10, chat, as evidence from last game. Don't come here for math advice, or especially spelling, for that matter. Hey, maybe I'll try goblins next week. You guys want to see that? Like some old traditional lists. You know, I was thinking when we turn 10, well, when will that be? Like 2 or 3 more years? Might be fun to have a whole month of shows of just like playing decks from back in the day. I mean, we'll probably crash and burn, but who cares? We're all having a good time. Wow, we got a lot of viewers. I should lose more often. 5-color Infect. It can be done. But boy, we ran into some buzzsaws in those first 2 rounds. Pro Black Crypt Rats and Cooper the Red flinging us dead. If you jam goblins, I'll show up for stream start, that says Hawdes. Hawdes, one of the oldest of old timers. Not Shirazamon old, but yeah, you might be right there. I think it might have been even the same day. I might have to take that back. Why would they keep in Essence Warden against Infect? Well, Soulsfire will be fun to pull off. We've got them at 9 if they don't have any shenanigans. Ooh, I really like seeing that. Keep our last vestige back. And keep our dude safe from like gut shots or some sort of technology they might have. Who knows? Alrighty. Boop. Oh, you know that for sure, Shiraz? You got the historic calendar up, right? Dreamer Stingo, yeah, I know. That's one of the other things, speaking back to Hawdes and working from home and stuff, is that you do sometimes just, what day is it? It's really bad. Like the other day I got in a car just to go, go to the store, and it had been just long enough where I didn't feel that confident driving. It was like, good Lord. That's a nice problem to have. I really like, especially when you live in a big city like LA, it's not fun to be on the roads. This new shop that Aaron and I found is super competitive and has a really good gaming scene, but it's just a little bit away. It takes a good 10 minutes to get there. All right. I don't see any reason why not to Soulsfire here. Wow, everybody with the hard dates, check that out. You are at 6. Crunch. Everybody's having a hard time counting today. Whoosh. Choose target creature I control. Let's kick. I haven't cast this in a long time, so you. Whoosh. Let's see what we're going to draw just because it's a fun ritual. This is normally kind of the pace of the majority of the games I play. Those first two were pretty bad examples of... You're going to have some bad ones, but alrighty. Oh yeah, we got those both. Or did we? Alright, up to another one here. I don't want to make any changes. I'm liking it. I'm having fun. Torokan. Cool name. Yep, somebody's drilling into the wall. That's just lovely. Yowza. Well, look at that. All right, keep. That's the type of hand that we would have like had no lands, right? This is actually an incredibly... Do I get rid of a Ichorclaw Myr here? I think I do. I'm going to do that. Watch, it's just all removal. 5 color infect. No! Card I haven't seen in about a year, and probably one of the worst things an infect list can see. Just a lava dart on a stick. Speaking of goblins. All right, we'll put out a sacrificial land. This is what I was talking about at the top of the show. As long as I've got another creature in hand, a lot of times I like to just say, here you go. Burn your resources and get rid of this. Unearth, I'll take care of it later. I know. It's almost like... Hiya. Come on, attack. No. I'll do this. I really got to get him to pop that. We have the answer. I'm not going to keep that thing safe, so I'm just going to get our mana right. Yep, that's fine. So fine, in fact, we'll draw a card. Yeah. That's right, it is only turn 2. Okay, so we've got a nice little surprise move here. Of course, we don't have much protection, but that's why we run 4 Unearths, because when you kind of go all in, magic happens. Up again. Do you still receive any of those coffee subscriptions that died out? Oh, yeah. In fact, we're going to, thank you for that, Hawdes. Now we're going to, actually, that's on the slate today. It's when I hit Shift S for supporters, that's when it rolls to that commercial, so we will have that. Yeah. Got some diehards like Mtmentat, I think, is like definitely on the leaderboard for just just over and over and over again, always buying me coffees. So keeping me very caffeinated. And thank you so much for the love and the call back. I appreciate that. Alrighty. Well, he's got a red up, but we're playing Magic, damn it. Let's go. Let's see if we could pull off the miracle. Hiya! You know, we could have unearthed the Glistener there. And probably had Vines backup mana, but whatever. Hiya! Does he have a dart? Does he have a lightning bolt? I guess not. Maybe they got one now. How many gallons of coffee? Yeah. Oh boy. I think, what do they say? Like 20 cups can kill the average person if you take them all like in a 24-hour period or something. I know I've gotten close to that in my days. And sometimes I'll have like, because I have my Pauper mug's pretty big, and it's one I always drink out of. And I think it's technically like 2 cups, and I'll have 4 of those. And I don't want a little fight in the chat. He'd give me a hard time, make me cut back. I've tried that a few times. I teeter down. You know, it's funny, when I do cut out coffee, I don't get any drawbacks. Like I've gone camping for like 2 weeks or something, or just some scenarios where maybe we're out and it's just weird. All right, they're getting rid of that. Gallon's about the size of my head. Get out of there, token. Whoosh. Rift bolt. All right, we don't have any evasion here. This is good. This is very good. I'll do this. We'll go for black here. It's fun when you have access to every card. Since we're probably looking at a bolt, I'm just going to put the Rancor on now. Our Vines will do enough. Take that, sucker. Got Rift Bolt incoming. Maybe we'll save, use it as a healing salve in replacement for the Vines. I guess more accurately it would just be a counter spell, right? Where's it going, Governor? I tell you, I know I said it before, I am so glad I decided to stream today for a lot of reasons, but it's really improving my mood. Even though we're not doing so great, having a lot of fun. Good distractions. That's one of my other problems too, you know. Edit all day, and then it's like, free time, what do you want to do? Play on the computer. Gotta be honest. That's the other thing, Hawdes. Sometimes I'll have all this coffee, and then I'm like, I gotta lay off the coffee, and then I have tea. We've snuck in some ones that I really like. There's this orange spice tea that I always drink when I edit, and found a decaffeinated version of that, so a little bit more or less ragged on the mind. I'm pretty high strung as it is. I should probably not be a coffee drinker. Type A and all. Not to sound all PC and stuff, it is very nice that Wizards started, you know, not just printing up white people all the time. I have to admit, it's done a lot for the palette and the world, and just makes things feel bigger. I wish I made that pro red. It's got that Footlight Fiend. I probably should have just blocked there. Footlights. It has to die though. And if we get another land, we'll be all right. We get that. That's pretty good. Could Reckless Charge this. Let's see if he blocks. That's going to be 4 over the top. Yeah, I say we just attack, right? 6 will kill him. If that goes to 8, that'll kill him. Actually, the better play here is to Reckless Charge, because then I have Vines back up. So let's just do this. Again, you don't want to be too puritanical with your... have I ever used that word before? With your Reckless Charge. Like, what I mean by that is like always waiting for it to just be like the killer moment. Just use it as a pump spell when you can. That's my advice. A lot of times that'll go. So this is lethal no matter what. We've got control backup. That'll just make it bigger. And unless my math is really wrong, Mtmentat, I think we're going to be all right. Sure is nice to have you back, Hawdes. You know, just the other day, Little Fight, when we were camping, we took that 1 week off. He was like, "Are you still doing the show?" I'm like, "Yes." It's like, God, can I have a weekend? What were we playing against? I should write stuff down. Goblins. Kinda. More like RDW, right? Just some sort of cool hybrid. Well, we like evasion. I'm going to lose I think I'm going to lose 2 elves. Growth. Rancor. And I'm going to keep my protection suite in. I'd like to bring in this dude. Bring in both Tethmos. And I don't know about weather. You know what? I think I'm just going to bring these in for the life gain. I've been seriously thinking of moving this to 4 because weather, there's too much waiting around with an infect style list. But let's see what one we like more. And, you know, this can always target Tethmos. I'm going to just go this way. I was thinking of a 1-1, but I'm just gonna go like this. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. Boop. Yeah, our little coffee page, it comes and goes. You know, I'm always trying to ride that. I'm such a different kind of streamer. I try to treat it like a show and stuff, and I don't like to. I'm just old school that way. That whole like, subscribe. You know, you guys have always heard me rant about that. I always don't do that just out of choice. I figure if it's good enough, they're going to like it. And, you know, honestly, if I would have towed the line and been a little bit more like everybody else, I probably would have more subs. But I do things my way, like Sinatra said. Slow growth, baby. Our numbers go up very slowly, but very steadily. It's a good time. Vestige into the growth is what I see. Hey, this is looking better by the minute. See why you want 4 Unearths? You know these things aren't going to live long, so it's kind of want them to keep moving here. And I say, do your eyes a favor. I know I said this a little earlier. If you're going to get Crumbling Vestige, if you don't have it, get this one. It's just a few cents more, and it'll make your life that much better. That'd be funny if they start incorporating caffeine into red cards with haste, right? Be like, wah! I don't know. What does the chat say about what color would coffee be? Or let's just say caffeine. Definitely like an enchantment. Or it could be an equipment like a cup. The always full coffee cup. Okay, who wants to die first? Let's put this dude out. Watch, they got or PauperRBust. Be like, what? Who saw that coming? I don't think this Blighted Agent will be long for this world until our removal shows up, or I mean our protection shows up. Scratch and sniff empty. That would be funny. Call me crazy. I'm a blocking. Doing some math here. Darn it. Just trying to buy some time. All right. Well, we have we've got some protection now. No, we don't. What am I talking about? Since I can't do that, let's unearth for now. I'll do this to here. I think I'll invest in the Rancor. If it's got removal, we'll see it. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Boop. Gut shot, anyone? Well, at least we're not going to be taking... There's a 3-turn clock hadn't we blocked that other Pyromancer, but down it goes. Crunch. Coffee would be UBR. Yeah, for the nervous freneticness of it, you know, I immediately think red, but then you got the green angle too, you know, because it comes from the earth. There's like invigorate, and there's a lot of words that go along with green that, you know, side by side with coffee terms. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we keep going down this route? All right. Well, let's do some cool stuff here. You know what? Nah, I don't want to get too greedy. We'll just do this to this. We'll say black. Boop. Drop here. We will put Rancor on it with some backup. Or do I just want to draw a card here? I'm not going to do that yet. I want to just draw a card. As I knock my glasses off. Our color fixing's fine. Alright. I can save it from a bolt, and hopefully it happens on the upkeep. So we can 2 for 1, or at least stop a attack from happening. Problem with Blessing at this stage. So we want to pay the 2 for it against a red opponent here. We did win the first game, but it's no promise. Okay. Into the single digits I go. Kind of like this list. It's just an honest red list, you know? Where's that going? To my face? Yikes. That doesn't bode well. Why didn't he do that first? It would have snuck in a 4th damage. Oop. Maybe it doesn't matter what we do. Yep, he's got us there. And just get burned out. Alright. I've learned my lesson. We need time, so I'm going to bring in my Weather the Storms here. This is more of just a burn list with some pyromancers. So, and I said at the top of the show, that's the one thing that this deck did have problems with. So let's get rid of this cute stuff and go all in. Here, lifey. Redundancy. I could probably do one less of these. But for what? For what I say. Got 1 growth. Let's try this. Hi. I know, right? I should probably move the Reckless Charge around and do the Superstitious Shuffle. Boy, that's hard to say. You're a football fan. This is going to be a pretty fun weekend. I'm a 49ers fan. They just somehow keep winning. Yeah, I want to play first as we go for game 3. This is an honest hand. This is a lot of the majority of what the hands look like with 18 lands. You know, you usually have a 1 or 2 land hand and fixing, so we'll keep. Cave does fix. When you can, try not to enchant this. I mean, a lot of times you have to break that rule just because of the tempo of the turn, but it's nice when you have a few extra creatures in a standard infect list because you can put out those sacrificial lambs, usually in the form of a Glistener Elf, but I hate seeing that Firebrand. That is so good against me. Actually, the only, well, I guess Jun's kind of in the meta, but the only meta deck that we saw, Elves, and we beat it. Okay. Our mana's not right, but we don't need it for a while. Let's go. Yeah, burn will sneak up every once in a while. People won't respect it. Whenever it seems like completely gone, that's when it'll have like 3 people in a top 8 for 1 week, and then everybody goes, "Oh yeah, we need X, Y, and Z," and then they do it. Haste with sacrifice. That's brutal. We're not going to be doing much of anything here. Let's attack. Yeah, right. Another one, please. That's something I'm surprised actually doesn't see more play, our Circle of Protections. I think I'm going to protect this. This tempo's a little hurt on mana. We'll take 2 and hope for the best. Pithy McNasty, really enjoying your YouTube or the YouTube videos. Pauper's been so much fun recently, especially all the cheap foils, 2 Masters, Commander Legends. Yeah, it's been a exciting year, a lot of change. Red's getting so much good draw. We played the Kiln Fiend list a few weeks ago. That is, whoo-wee. Honestly, if I was to pay for a tournament, that's probably where I would rock. All right. Remember what I said about not putting enchantments on this guy? I think we're far enough away from that being a thing. I'm going to go for it. That's cool. Let me go here with this and go... we'll put it on this because we're just going to sacrifice it anyway. Drawing a card. Yeah, that's nice. Well, this probably isn't long for this world, but at least we're going to get that back. And we've got Weather the Storm to keep our life total nice and comfy. So, well said, Hawdes. That's very true. Yep. It's pretty hard to make creatures work in Pauper. They're a good plan B. Always a little, you know, it's like a jab for a boxer. You just got to keep them coming. Don't expect them to live very long, right? Crunch. Down it goes. And we take 4. Thank you, sir. Can I have another? They're at 2 mana. That's scary. That's some respect right there when you say 2 mana. That's scary. All right, this is probably going to die, so I'm going to play this first. See if it can eat up some more removal. I like our Blighted Agent. That's my MVP of the deck. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Smash to smithereens. Good call, Captain. Why? Kept up a lot of viewers today. If you're just joining us, thanks for making us your choice in Pauper Magic. Woo! Now with 30 more years than last week. I think that's the age difference. It's about right. I think I had my second boy when I was about 30, if I'm not mistaken. Alrighty. Come on, one more spell. Who am I kidding? I'm going to crack it anyway. Alrighty. That's an awfully strange sequence. Back to 21. This is getting me nervous. Good news is I got to use more removal on our stuff, but when Burn has these backup plans and these guys that are still doing lightning bolts a turn with their turning sideways, that's when my plan doesn't quite work. Run enough creatures in Burn, especially ones you don't care about. That's pretty cool. Where's he going with that? He's still respecting that. All right. Bye-bye, Agent. Oh yeah, it's no mystery what's in our hand. That came back because of the Myr. I was trying to make him think like, I got some goods here. Watch out. Nope. Yo. Oh no, deck. Please, no more of this. Might as well keep a mystery card in our hand. This is for the game. I've got enough to trip that cave. That choice of abundant growth is going to come back and bite me. I had already warned you guys not to do that, and then I go and do it. Oftentimes, I think I get a little greedy with tempo and trying to maximize my mana. The red mage in me. Ah, too many critters. Normal burn, they got to keep your creatures at bay, but this is creature burn. This is hurting badly. 3, 4, 5. Oh boy, we're dead. Yep. Well, we beat elves. I still got another game after this. It's a fun design space. Highly recommend if you like Infect. I think you'd be surprised how often this can have some very impressive explosive plays. We haven't seen them yet today, but like Reckless Charge and Rancor and such right behind it. But okay. Gosh, what do we need here? We need a lot. We need a like a draw 10 cards sort of play here. I can't do anything here. This is just Madness. Yeah, we need like... Speaking of everybody saying, like, where's the reckless charges? It's like... I mean, we would need the blue for that, so that's kind of a mute point, but all right. I'm still having a good time. The goblins got us. That is some biased board right there. Let's go. Yeah, let's go with this. Very, very fun list, though. Like I said, it's won me about $10 in 2 weeks on the Pauper Classic Tuesdays. Just get a few beats here, a few beats there. With 14 critters, this makes it like 18. And this helps back it up, draw, and then, you know, the usual suspects. Very pretty land. Here we go. No lands. We just got flooded. Now we got screwed. Mulligan. You know what's got me a little excited is the black sack list again. Guess we'll... there's no reason to really keep the vestige with this draw, so, but it looks pretty, so I'll do that. The black sack list, now that a tog is gone, that was one of the biggest problems for black decks, and so somebody reached out to me and was asking, you know, kind of like, what's your future sight say? What, you know, whatever. If this is burn, I'm going to just be convinced that people are they know what I'm on. Anyway, but I had said that I wanted to, sorry, I'm doing too many things at once here. They were asking kind of what my prediction was, and I was like, you know, I think black's going to come back because that's one of the biggest things is not so much mono black, but just black in general, black-based strategies, color X, whatever. Because, you know, the fling, duress can only get you so far, or ostracize, or those kind of effects, and they have to have it right then. And then if they have the fling and it's on the board, it's still just kind of silly, or they just wait to drop a tog and do it. So that thing I really liked seeing banned. All right. You know what? This hand, I'm actually going to slow roll this. I'm not going to bring out a creature. I'm going to do this. Make them think we're on some weird enchantment-based stuff. Oh, Dreamer Stingo, it's just gut shot is just so when you need it, it's there. There's never a hiccup in, like, you know, when you're playing it, or as you've seen today, there's so many times like with that Tethmos, you know, we just needed that one extra land, and it's like sometimes that investment of just one mana is just huge. I just love having the access to the alt. So make instant death touch. It's kind of that suffers the same thing here in Nim Chimpskey, where I mean, fans always like me to pilot that every few months, but it's pretty damn hard to protect these days without kind of dipping into white. Okay, this is interesting. What do you say we take Ichorclaw Myr out for a run? Click real carefully here. This probably won't get through. I just bolted our face, but maybe they're maybe they got a little overzealous here. Let's see. So we're going to click here and make sure not to touch red. They've got it. Crunch. Now, Reckless Charge shows up against a red opponent, and we're going to have to, like, pro-red it, and then we can't charge it. That'd be funny. Oh, if I had another access point here, that would be really nice. We could rush that out, but we don't, so we'll just do this. How you like me now? 2 bolts. Is there a journey in this thing, too? Yeah, I don't think Affinity in general is going anywhere. that be true. Okay. I think I'm just going to keep this dude back. I'd rather keep the one in hand a little surprise value, so we'll just do this here. Funny if they bolt in response, I have to pay 2 life, keep it alive, and then the spell doesn't work. Yeah. Infected. No. Probably don't have it. One thing I wish they would do with creatures, I know we were talking about that about 20 or 30 minutes ago, about, you know, it's kind of hard to keep those things alive. All right, I'll do this here and say, I think if they gave more creatures flash, they would turn up feeling like spells a little bit more often. And I think it would give a lot more power value. Just print a few each set with flash. I think that would be pretty cool. Man, this is really frustrating me right here. It's like, if we just had one more color point, we'd be fine, but they might have the bolt. You never know. You never know. We're just marooned on this colorful island here. This is like the most colorful hand we've had in a while. Oh, I know Captain Vlad Tep, but, you know, just an honest card like that new, that white, there's some new white cards coming out in the new set that look pretty cool. Especially that Saga. I was like, wow, that's, you know, when it flips, you're like, okay. But if you look at it, I think it scries 2, and then you gain some life, and then it turns into like a 2/2 first strike or something. I might have some of those stats wrong. I'm not sure, but I was pretty impressed. Well, unless they drop a land, we win here. What are they getting? Kurtar's Desire? What is this, 2004? Thank you. Abundant growth. Now we got some fireworks. Woo! You know, it's funny. In Pauper parlance, I like to talk about the final flourish. And this is it. Where it's like, all we have to do is one thing, but we're going to try to like overkill, right? It's kind of a, I don't want to say a jerk move, but the way I've been running today, I just want this thing to work well, and it is right now. So, boink. What is it? We're going against, we're beating Boros and Elves, and we're losing to Rogue stuff. Let's not speak too soon. Boink. But they regret throwing that first bolt at our face, don't they? No, we're not going to make that mistake this game. So, stuff's going to die a lot. We're going to bring in both Tethmos in this matchup. Yes. You know, I'm wondering if they're going to run Standard Bearer. I think we need 2 of these. I'll bring out a charge. Bring out a growth. Bring out a Rancor. And I don't want to touch my protection suite. I'll bring out a Glistener. Seems to be the common way of going about things. Yeah, Light of Hope and Journey, you're right. I just don't want to overboard. I'm going to lose another Rancor because I only want to be dropping that in this style when I know the coast is clear. And I'll take out another Elf. I can go down to none of these when I've got the Tethmos package, but you make a good point. This is just a flexible card. Keep us in it. It's not worthy of Weather the Storm in this matchup, but I don't want to negate things too lightly. Plus, Light of Hope can even touch the Priest, get back something at instant speed. So very rare, but we shall see. Yeah, I got a feeling we're going to see standard bear, so maybe I need to make those gut shots go to the 4 count, but we'll see. What I want is to be able to build an infect or a hexproof list, and every enchantment on it says target creature you control. Eventually something will get there, right? Well, we really like this hand. It's just, our mana fix is there. We've got extra creatures. We've got some protection. That's how I designed it. And it's usually, last few games, it's been kind of showing up. But who are we kidding? We're trying to make 5-color infect work. I think it's dangerously close to working, though, most times. So this is the sacrificial lamb play. Traditional infect, a lot of times you're like, please don't kill it. It's my only thing I can do for the next few turns. And it's like, all right, there it goes. Also, too, when you see a Seeker of the Way across from you, a lot of times you're like, oh, crap, there goes all the timing and the math of the game. Not so much when you're on Infect. Don't let me forget, I'll show you my modern Infect after this. I've actually been pissing my son off quite a bit because he's Mr. Modern right now, and I brushed off this old list, and he's like, I don't know, Dad. No, wait, you're not supposed to do that in that style. He's starting to get kind of that stultified thinking on some formats when it's, at least when it's not Pauper. And he got really mad at me the other night because I won like 3 straight, and he was there, and I was like, another W. He's just like the old broken clock right twice a day sort of argument, right? Believe me, I will defer to him with any questions of modern, but we teach each other. Okay. Not very helpful against us. We'll make him tap out at least. Let's get a land. Yes, thank you. All right, we can just protect stuff. They've got flyers, so I'm going to lean heavy on keeping our little lady safe here. For some reason, Blighted Agent seems feminine to me. Not sure. Yeah, I like it because he's going to have to... He's like a mana down. We're playing land destruction now. Arachnoform will make your creature a flag bearer. Yes, I think there's a stalactite something artifact equipment that does that too, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am mistaken about a great many things. All right, it's better to just drop Blessing here because we want the pump. Let's see what he's going to choose. Any takers for the Glistener Elf? And again, I know I say this a little too often, but this is why 4 of these, because everybody's playing all of these. So many times you'll see lists. Just commented the other day about that, and somebody's like, 3 of this. And I'm like, when don't you want to see Apostle's Blessing? 1 mana, and it's a counter spell for this style, Okay. We'll just, no surprises, just smash on in here when we can. I'm not quite sure. I think I'll drop 1 stinger, and then we'll hold the other one back indefinitely. It's only at 5 infect. This isn't, game breaking. Just 1 cannonade, and in this game is just like, uh-oh, going to game 3. Ah. I also think I might be suffering from some ailment mentally of like being, so thirsty for work for so long. It's almost like I got used to it. I don't know how to say it. I'm very happy for the work and stuff, but there was definitely like an effect. I think everybody going through the pandemic and stuff, and so much downtime. It's strange. You cannot play a flag bearer. Ouch! Didn't even see that. I was reading the comments. Old school. Woo! That hurt. Come on, Tethmos. And stuff to do to him. Please. That helps a lot. How long do we wait, though, huh? I'm going to play it. Is this another Oblivion Ring? Yep, it is. Well, we've got some end of turn shenanigans if we draw any of our sideboard. Oh, Shiraz, by all means, man. You're quite the bedrock of our show. I'm more than happy to take a month off if you need. Scratch that. We love having you, but obviously life happens, man. It's funny, like I know Rebecca Lorraine Sushi kind of caught Nim Chimpskey off guard because I didn't include her in an email, but if you know her, send her some love or see her online. She's just been going through a lot, and I respect that, you know. It's like, hey, you can't really be there, and so it's like, not like I'm paying people or making them any money at the same token. So, I mean, obviously some subs here and there, paid for a few coffees. But I'm just happy to have you all here and have such a loyal crew. Little Fight's already nourishing that on his end with the D&D group that they play on Twitch on Thursdays with the whole card. Getting some pretty good regular folks there. I'm not so good for it. I get a little too competitive, and you know, they're about the community, and I'm like, God dang it, why isn't this Dungeon Master killing people? Oh yeah, surprise party for Shiraz. Can't attack. What's the wording on this thing? And can't block if you've got 7 or more. All right. Well, we've got another colorful effect here. Tempted. Maybe we pop that now. The second mana source is too viable here. We've got our opponent pretty scared with all these color shenanigans, and got a white bordered COP. What a travesty. Lightning Bolt, Electric Ray, Oblivion Ring, Circle of Protections. Am I playing a Nemesis list? What's going on here? I like that. Get out of here. I don't know why that happened. Draw. All right. One more step closer. Of course, a 3/3 against a Lightning Bolt deck isn't that great, but it'll feel a little bit better against Electricity style stuff. This is game 2. Okay, I got some answers now. Tethmos. Tethmos, please. Could reckless charge Tethmos. How do they win? What's going on here? Enchantments for days. You know what? I'm going to write... what's that white spell that we bring in? Nourish or something? I'm going to bring in all 3 of those because this seems super biased towards enchantments. There's definitely some sort of count the enchantments I have sort of shenanigans going on. I sure don't mind seeing this. More, please. Love drawing cards. Okay. They're letting us gain a wee bit too much time. The only thing I'm worried about is a prismatic strands. Kind of wish we had a Ichorclaw in the yard. Being such a colorful deck, we can get around the strands pretty nicely with that move. Okay. Light of Hope, thank you. That's the one. Light. Yeah. I mean, an Apostle's Blessing saves that agent. There's a lot of things that'll keep that alive. Wow, this is just Boros enchantments. Interesting. Yeah, Flaring Pain. More card draw. I think I'm going to trip a cave. End of turn. I can do it consecutive turns. Red-white prison. Yes. That sounds pretty cool. Trip the cave. Trip the cave. Everybody now you gotta trip the cave. Wait. Where's the option? All of these cards. Where's the option to do the thing? Oh, there it is. Where is it? What was that? You guys seeing what I'm seeing? Oh, it's a bug. Is it? Why can't I tap this for the 4 and do the thing? It's been replaced with all these cards tap. Oh, duh. Thank you. My goodness. I kept saying EOT so much. I would have lost a bet on that one. And again, shows you where my head's at these days. All right. I don't have any protection to really get anything out there. So I think I'm going to hold back on that. But we'll do one of these here. Hello. One more. All right, sure, this one. Hi. They're just giving us so much time. I mean, Unearth, Reckless Charge. Ironclad Slayer. Return an aura or equipment from your graveyard to your hand. You have nothing. Do I trip it again? I have to wait for a protection sweep before I bolster that through, so I'm actually going to do this now. Say this. We've got 3 blessings hiding somewhere on our list. Now we're a little protected. Better Day 75 with the truth. Yeah, like I said from the top of the show, top of the week, I've been horribly distracted and my mind elsewhere. Down we go to 15. Whoa. And it's still happening in the background. Look at this. If you're ready, you can relaunch the application. Oh, this will end your stream. Keep streaming and recording. Yep. Your stream will record in the background. Click the OK button to end your stream. Jeez. I don't know what that's all about. That's a first. All right. Well, let's hopefully I'm still on. Let's I'm going to cycle here. See if we can find something. That doesn't bode well for us, does it? Yeah, I'm just gonna we'll play this out, little sacrificial lamb. Should I charge it? No. Just gonna leave it like that. At this stage, they've got to have more answers here. Streamlabs goes down. That's weird. I don't know. Maybe they don't have any. Seems like it's all enchantment speed stuff that they're doing, right? Oh, they're baiting me. We've already seen a lightning bolt in the yard. Seen the electrickery. They're mixing it up nicely. All right. I'll try it on another agent. Let's go. I'm sitting here talking about not wasting this. Maybe we can get in here. I don't know. Is that all it took the whole time? Probably not. Zap! Is it going to work? Is it going to work? It worked! Ah! I was going to show you guys the new thing, but I don't know if I'm talking to the air or not. So, so that's the list. I guess I'm going to call the show here real quickly. What did we learn? I don't even know if the buttons are going to work here. So apologies for Streamlabs biting the dust. They just had an update, so it's probably some new feature that they didn't need that ended up working. So anyway, I'm going to see what I can do here. I said I was going to roll this, so I'll try to. I guess I could see if I'm... Oh, yeah. I can hear myself. There we go. Oh, Nim Chimpskey says something here. Let's see what he says. Stream still in the air. Yeah, this is so weird. So I don't know if my buttons are going to work, but I told you guys I can hear myself, and thank you for that, Nim Chimpskey. I really appreciate you letting me know that. So this is the list, and a lot of fun. Honestly, wouldn't really make any changes. I might go with 4 Light of Hopes now and cut 1 Weather. It's just so good in this list here. What was I going to do here? Oh, I was going to show you the modern list. So I know, sacrilege, right? But when I do play competitively, which it's been, gosh, well over 4 or 5 months since I even went into one league. But you know, I've built all of these lists with Pauper winnings. I don't pay any money on this stuff. But anyway, so this is all from Pauper winnings. You know, you get up, when you get too many tickets, what do? Well, you kind of invest, right? And so this is my modern Infect list. So I've got 3 breeding pools, 1 Cathedral of War, 4 of these. Boy, talk about cha-ching, right? I think I got these for like $2 when they were out. 4 Misty Rainforest, and then 2 Pendlehaven. The big thing that I really love in this list is Aether Vial. You drop this, and it's just end of turn, instant speed, awesomeness. I've got 2 Spellskites main to just act like, hey, where have we seen these guys before, right? But this is just, oh my God, I can't believe they printed this. Makes your creatures just so gigantic. Be careful though, because I miscounted. Big surprise, right? Mtmentat. I had a 1/1 and I cast it thinking it was going to be like a 7/5. It's like, nope, it just becomes a 6/4. So keep that in mind. Might of Volcrosa. You could go with Groundswell here, but you know, it's too situational. This is kind of like that same sort of white fog mentality or white anthem attack with Rally the Peasants. You cast it and you're like, it's ghost clear. Just because it's an instant, you can play it as a sorcery, and oftentimes this is kind of proves the point. Obviously, Necessary Evil and Glistener Elf, Mutagenic, Blighted Agent, Sylvan Scrying to go get the Inkwalk Nexus, or grab this in a pinch, and then obviously Ichorclaw Myr. And then the sideboard, I've just got a bunch of stuff that's very uneducated for modern. Burns a thing, so I go 4/4. I hate this list. Whenever I run up against Cryptic Command, it's brutal. And so I just kind of go all in on this, and then just 2 relics. But yeah, I've been having a pretty good win average with this, so it's been a lot of fun. But anyway, I'm going to put my headphones on. I'll roll that supporter thing that Hawdes was so nicely to bring up. If you'd like to support the show, buy us a coffee, whatever, it's about to come up. Otherwise, we'll see you same time, same place next week. Not same time. It'll be next week. What am I doing? Man, I really got to take a nap or something. And hopefully I'll be a little bit more chill in the life department, and I'll have some answers for you guys. Stay tuned. Whatever it plays like some sad, bald drama, right? Anyway, guys, love y'all. Keep popping. I'll be playing plenty this weekend to keep my mind off of you know what. Adios. Or did it work? It did not. I don't believe so. Okay, I guess I just have to kill this. Never mind.